Hello everyone and welcome to the class for Transportation Engineering. I am Professor Kakade Vidi and today we are going to start the new unit from our syllabus, which is Traffic Engineering and Control Devices. Okay. In the last unit, we have discussed various things related to the actual physical entity of the particular road, but in this particular unit we are going to deal with traffic systems. Okay, so where the actually user or the actually stakeholder of the road is generally the traffic. Whatever it is a good transporting traffic or passenger transporting traffic and many more things, but it is important to that traffic must to be in a proper way, and there must to be any system which should be provided for their regulation. So in this chapter there are too many informations and topics which we are going to learn for the uh, traffic efficiency, traffic smooth flow and safety. Okay, so let's get started and check out the topic. Okay, so first of all, here it is first point which is on the left side of the board, which is traffic engineering studies. Okay, so whenever we are considering it as a study, the study consider the collecting a data, analyzing it for the some reason. Okay, so here is the traffic engineering study. So traffic engineering study is the process of collecting, analyzing the data related to the traffic for safe, efficient and rapid traffic flow. Okay, so what is in a simple language, what is a traffic studies? For many reasons, we required for if there is any problem, we required solution. For the solution, we required some amount of knowledge and raw data. So the collecting raw data for providing measures measures for traffic difficulties. So that's why we are doing study to collect that particular raw data or particular information to get the knowledge of some amount of facts or the numbers which are required for a planning and different design. Okay, so it is very important that the traffic flow on a road should be efficient, safe and rapid. To achieve that requirement, the knowledge of traffic characteristics and data of the traffic is required. For what? For planning, for geometric design, okay, for regulating the traffic. That kind of data is required. So this whole process is circumstances around a one centroid, which is traffic. Okay, so when we are learning the traffic, it is important to understand that because of the many traffic irregularity and irregulation, there are too many accident happens on road every day, every minute. From the India, the traffic accidents are happening. That traffic accidents are the major loss for the any country, because the loss of life and the loss of property is happen in this particular particular incident. Okay, so even though afterwards, beyond this, it is very difficult to understand whole system, because when we are considering one thing, that the loss of life and loss of property, there is one thing is the disturbance on a road will be more affecting the mental stress of any driver, and in that mental stress the another unfortunate things will be happen. So that's why it is very important to regulate the traffic. And next thing is that if there are accident, and another thing is that there are too many traffic jams happen in India. Okay, so the traffic jams are the major hectic because the time spent on the traffic jam is useless, and wasted time might be used for the some reason. That kind of the many loss is happening here, like economic loss because of the traffic jam. Okay, there are pollution happening there, and wastage of a fuel. Okay, and if some emergency is there, so you could not reach at the some point because of the traffic jam. So avoiding that kind of a thing, the traffic regulations or regularities and smooth flow of a traffic is important. Okay, but it is not happening in India. So that's why we are there. We are civil engineer, traffic engineer, which provide some solutions, provide measures, or we could say that before the construction of a road or any other in any area, we could avoid all this hectic before its construction by providing some geometric design points, adding some geometric design points, but by the considering some knowledge. Okay, so that knowledge is came from the data, and which data is collected by the one study is known as traffic engineering study. I hope you would understand what is the specific meaning of a traffic engineering study. Okay, so that by understanding this you could go beyond this and understand the next concepts. So traffic engineering is the branch which deals with the science of measuring traffic, planning, designing and operating system, so to achieve a safe and efficient movement of a person and good with vehicle. The traffic studies or traffic engineering is important. To analyze the characteristics, traffic studies made some important basic element which required. Okay, basic elements are required which we collect. Okay, but there are some which normal studies which done, or surveys which done for the collecting this data or analyzing it. So which are these studies are? First one is the traffic volume study, where the volume is collected, traffic volume of a particular section or the particular intersection or any road is collected by proper survey. Okay, traffic volume is expressed in the vehicle per hour. Okay, then speed study, what is actual speed of a vehicle, average speed, spot speed study is there. Okay, journey speed. So vehicles generally run many times. The vehicle runs with very high speed, and it also causing a main problem if there are straight way. Okay, straight alignment is there, and you are not able to stop the temptation to speed up the vehicle. That might be problem. So that kind of the another infrastructure should be there. Okay, so this is the spot study. Next is the origin destination study, parking study and accident study. So in a origin and destination study is done on the area which is really crowded area, or there are some only 2 points are there for the transportation. Okay, it means that is consider that one huge company is there, okay, and residential area also present there. So whole residential area is about the employees of particular that company. So when these the trips of the vehicles are maximum between these 2 points, so that studies were done at the some areas. Parking study. The parking is the major problem in the metro cities, or in it is become common in all areas now. So that's why providing a proper parking with a space, and what kind of the parking and should be provided to the vehicle, and what kind of the vehicles are generally parked on the particular site is must to be studied. And the solution for the parking of the vehicle is must to be given by the traffic engineer. And last one is the one of the most important is the accident study. The accident study done after the accident to understand what was the major reason, and what should the next move from the authority to avoid the further accident, such accidents. So that's why accident study is done and the whole drawing is made. So these are the studies which we done for collecting the data, and on the basis of that data we generally provide remedies to the road or the traffic. Okay. The next point is to carry out the different traffic study, it needs some information. Okay, so before providing a solution and before study before conducting any study from this study which is given on a board, we required some data. Okay, or the surveyor must be understand some situation, some values, some limits. These are the following three characteristics which surveyor must be known. Okay, the first one is the road user characteristics, another is the road characteristics, and third one is the vehicular characteristics. Okay, so first, road user characteristics, it means that the driver of a vehicle, passenger of a vehicle, and the pedestrian. So these are the stakeholders of a road, and also these are the road users. So characteristics of these road users is important to be known. Okay, so here there are 4 characteristics which consider, which is physical, mental, psychological, environmental. Okay, so in the physical characteristics of the road user, it contained like the vision of a, what are the vision, in a physical characteristics there are 3 consideration like vision, hearing, and strength. Okay, so in the vision, the visual acuity, field of vision, depth of perception, the user is having a low vision sight. Okay, so in that situation the accident will be happen, or we could say that the chances of happening the accident is more. Okay, now if the driver is not able to hear properly, so that it also the difficulty while driving or the another vehicle to overtake. Okay, and strength, from the strength point of view, the here it is the physical strength is considered. Okay, so here are the physical road user characteristics. In the mental characteristics, it considered as the emotional status of the particular road user, or we could say that driver, passenger, or pedestrian. If it is mentally disturbed or emotionally disturbed or attached to something, and he could not bear the some kind of a pressure, it might be chances of happening the accident or any unusual thing. And next is the psychological thing. In the psychological thing, there are also emotional thing happen here. In the psychological thing, there are strength of a mental, or we could say that it's psychological power, that he could able to take up any kind of a decision, what are its intention. If someone having intention to kill, to damage anything, it does not push the, or does not apply any kind of a brake. But if there are normal users are there, then the psychological thing must to be happen, and before that the training must to be done to the each and every driver for their safety. And last one is the environment. Simplest thing, that if there is a fog in the environment, there is a heavy rain, heavy wind, or there is a kind of landslide thing, so environmental thing happen, so that also affect on the road user characteristics. Okay, so that these are the characteristics, and their proper data must to be known, or proper value must to be known by that, by on the basis of that particular points. Okay, next is the road characteristics. Okay, so road characteristics, in the road characteristics, it consider of the physical road characteristics. Okay, so that how the road characteristics are affect the on the traffic. Okay, if there are too many undulation, patch hole are there, or the road condition or carriageway condition is very bad, in that situation the accident might be happen, or the speed required speed vehicle could not be reached, and the time will consume more for the traveling. That kind of the things will be happen if there are not proper road characteristics. But these so road characteristics is divided into three categories, which is friction, light reflection, and slope. So here friction means the friction between the tire of a wheel and the surface of road. If the friction is more, that it means that the vehicle will run slowly, okay, from the usual, or it does not acquire that much of a speed which it requires. If the vehicle is very smooth, in that situation there are two conditions might be happen, which is skidding and sliding. So what is mean by skidding? Skidding is the phenomenon where the rotational moment of the vehicle is more than the translational movement of the vehicle. Okay, and the sleep is the phenomenon where you the rotational moment of the wheel is much higher than the translation moment of the vehicle. Okay, so friction is important in between the tire surface and road surface. If the proper friction is not there, the sliding might be happen. Okay, so brakes, if we apply a brake, the vehicle does not stop at the particular position. Okay, light reflection. Okay, hardness and smoothness of a road, light reflection, slope of the road, that kind of things are came under the road characteristics. Vehicular characteristics. So in the vehicular characteristics, there are too many things are there, number of things are included in that characteristics. In that, the dimensional characteristics of a vehicle are considered, which is height of vehicle, length of vehicle, passenger in the vehicle, the friction of a tire, or sorry, not friction of a tire, but the brake efficiency, okay, weight of the vehicle, power of a vehicle, speed of vehicle, etc., etc. Then brake efficiency is very important. If there are not, we are considering there should be 100% brake efficiency. While we are calculating, we also consider it as a 100% brake efficiency to the vehicle, but it does not happen in the practical life. Vision, proper vision should be there. Okay, and in the vision section there are consideration of a road by the bituminous road and concrete road, where the concrete road are visible in the night but reflecting more light in the day, and the bituminous roads are not visible in the night and does not reflect the much rays on the during daytime. Then light reflection of a headlight consideration here. So these are the characteristics which are required, their limit must be required before the conducting any kind of study. Okay, one important point here at the last of the video we are considering, here are the passenger car unit. Okay, so while collecting the data, there are not a single vehicle or single type of vehicle are there, so it will be difficult to understand or difficult to convert all the data into the one. So that's why we are converting whole vehicular characteristics into the one class, or different classes into the one class, which is known as a passenger car unit. The definition, in order to convert different vehicle classes to one class such as passenger car, conversion factor is known as passenger car unit. It means that the passenger car is considered as a one unit, and according to that the other vehicles are converted with accumulation of a road. Okay, so if we are considering a passenger car as a unit 1, it means that we are considering motorcycle, okay, or bike as a 0.5 unit. Okay, and bus is, we are considering bus as a 6 unit. So that are the values which we are going to study in the next video. So until then, thank you for watching our video and keep watching our video.